For the chorus, I want to layer up the lead vocals with doubled vocals in unison. This is pretty common if you want the lead vocals to sound thicker and have more of a natural chorus effect to them. What I'll often do is have the singer sing the same thing in unison, but with a softer vocal tone. So here I had her sing the chorus 2 more times, but in an almost falsetto tone, and then I panned the vocals left and right for a stereo effect.
I carried your heart when you needed me. That's just how our love was meant to be.
Now I already tuned up the vocals with flex pitch, but the timing is a little off. This is even more obvious when I pull in the lead vocals.
I carried your heart when you needed me. That's just how our love was meant to be.
So what I'm going to do is use flex time to line up the doubled vocals with the lead vocal. So I'll show flex, and then I'll turn on flex time for both of my backing vocal tracks. I'm going to change the flex algorithm to monophonic because polyphonic on vocals can give it sort of like a phasey effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be snapping to the grid at all. I'm just going to be moving the flex markers around and matching up the envelopes of the backing vocals to the lead vocal. So when you do this, you can't really pay too much attention to the transient markers. You have to pay attention to the waveform itself and shift things around to make sure that the envelopes match up. So the front end of the words and consonants need to match up, but also the back end of the words need to match up as well. So this can be a pretty tedious process, but in the end it'll be worth it because all of the doubled vocals will be lined up perfectly with the leads, giving us that thickening ensemble or chorus effect that we're looking for. So here's this first phrase with all of the vocals lined up.
I carried your heart when you needed me. That's just how I...
So I'll do the rest off screen and I'll be right back. All right, so I went through and I lined up all of the vocals. And another thing I did was I actually went through and cut out some of the breaths in the doubled vocals. And I left the breaths in the lead vocal. You can take them out or you can leave them in. It's really up to you. I like to leave the lead vocal breaths in as long as they're not too distracting. It can sound like it's overly edited. So let's give this a listen.
I carried your heart when you needed me. That's just how our love was meant to be. I keep on tearing through your tragedies. I took the brunt of your shame and all your misery.
And here's what it sounds like in the mix. I've pulled the backing vocals down in the mix quite a bit, and I filtered out more of the low end than I did with the lead vocal.
I carried your heart when you needed me. That's just how our love was meant to be. I keep on tearing through your tragedies. I took the brunt of your shame and all your misery. It's just a goddamn shame that you cannot see all that is good for you is just as good for me. I gave you everything and you left me in the cold.
So it's a nice thickening effect. It also gives the vocals like a stereo width effect, but I've kept the lead vocals on top. They should still be the focus here. Now you can take this one step further and add harmonies along with your doubled vocals for a nice big group vocal sound. So she went in and sang 2 more parts as harmonies. I tuned them with flex pitch, corrected the timing with flex time, and here's what they sound like.
I carried your heart when you needed me.
And here's what it sounds like with everything in the mix.
I carried your heart when you needed me. That's just how our love was meant to be. I keep on tearing through your tragedies. I took the brunt of your shame and all your misery. It's just a goddamn shame that you cannot see all that is good for you is just as good for me. I gave you everything and you left me in the cold.
So So then I just need to go back in and mix these in and blend them in a bit better with the lead vocal. So the thing here is that the lead vocal is still the focus, and all of these other harmonies and doubling is just there to support the lead. In the next video, I'll show you an example where the group vocals are functioning as a unit and there really isn't a lead vocal.